Still trapped beneath the oppressive and isolating thunderstorm that had cut off his communication with Devon, Jamie searches for something to keep him busy and sane. Unable to sleep soundly, and left constantly worrying about his companion, Jamie finally is allowed a sliver of hope as the rain stops and a heavy fog rolls in. Heading directly to his radio, he still only hears the infuriating static of a dead channel, but he simply tells himself that the weather has to clear a bit more, and surely that's coming soon. Knowing that he'll lose whatever little grasp on reality he had if he stayed home, Jamie decides to take his new opportunity to finally go through with the burn he had been planning in West Point. Clearing the first spot of the lingering creatures of death, he is gifted with a small victory of being able to hotwire the damaged police cruiser, allowing him to limp it along versus towing it each and every time. Concerningly satisfied with the display of burning monsters, Jamie is finally able to remove his mind from the constant worry of young Devon for a brief moment, though the show of smoke and flame can only distract him for so long. Writing in this always feels like defeat now, but something has happened to Devon, and I can't keep myself sane with all this silence. We had discussed the fact that his power wouldn't last forever, so maybe it's simply that. But it just worries me, not knowing. I hope he isn't stupid enough to go out looking for a generator, but I was the idiot who gave him the instructions on how to use one. Instead of sitting around and staring at the radio all day, I continued to burn the dead from West Point, maybe in the hopes that I'm saving some other Devon out there. But more than likely, it's just to keep me busy and safe. Jamie. Endlessly haunted and restless, Jamie can't help but wonder if the weather was no longer to blame for Devon's absence. Though the fog still lay thick across Knox County, there should have been some strangled signal from his friend. Clearing another small patch of West Point, Jamie begins to realize the progress he's making towards the school, but is found humbled by the rain once more, forcing him to delay more burns until it clears. On his way back into West Point, he finds more undead leaking from its sprawl like pus from an infected wound. If left unchecked, these shambling corpses would eventually wander to Jamie's home, giving him all the justification he needs to dispose of them. With the rain coming and going enough to start a burn, Jamie uses the dry fuel from the cruiser's trunk to begin before the rain proves to not be the only roadblock. The siren had died. Whether it was the equipment itself or the battery dead, it didn't matter. Now the undead were alight and left to wander freely, potentially leading to an inferno that Jamie could no longer control. Showing its usefulness for once, the rain serves to snuff out the spread, but that still doesn't calm Jamie's nerves as he realizes how close he came to fully losing his dominance. With the weather finally clear and Devon's birthday growing closer and closer without contact, Jamie feels a growing fury in his core that he is intent to release upon the horrid creatures of this ruthless world. Knowing his old tactic of using the cruiser is ruined, Jamie doesn't let go of the goal of reaching the school he had been fighting towards since this all began. Without a plan, and without care for himself, he simply throws his aggression towards the infected without a second thought.